Whether you're using a microscope to see the unseen world, or using beakers to mix chemicals to get a chemical reaction, or reaching out to the stars through a telescope, it's time for discovery and learning. It's time for hands-on science. Hands-on the triple beam balance. A familiar piece of measuring equipment used in the lab is the triple beam balance. It is used to measure the mass of an object. This is different from a scale. A balance measures the mass of an object, while a scale measures the weight of an object. Mass is the measure of the amount of matter in an object, while weight is the measure of gravity's pull on an object. The parts of the triple beam balance consist of the pan, where the mass is to be measured or placed, the three grooved beams from which it gets its name, three sliding masses that move along the beams, a pointer, a zero mark, the zero adjustment knob, and the base. The three grooved beams each measure mass in different units. The front lower beam measures in units of 1 gram up to 10 grams. The middle beam measures in units of 100 up to 500 grams. The top beam measures in units of 10 grams up to 100 grams. Before using the triple beam balance, as you would do for all measurement equipment, you must first make sure everything is zeroed. To do this, you would turn the zero adjustment knob found underneath the pan until the pointer is lined up to the zero mark on the right side. To measure the mass of an object placed on the pan, you use the sliding masses. The masses are slid across the arms until the pointer is at the zero mark. It is very important to make sure that when you are finished moving a mass, it is fully in the notch. Also, when the sliding mass is not being used or you are finished with it, it should be back at the beginning position. For very light objects, you only need to use the front sliding mass and arm. You would move the front mass until the pointer is at the zero mark. In this case, the pencil has a mass of 3.6 grams. If an object has a mass greater than 10 grams, you would then start using the top sliding mass and bar, which measures in units of 10 grams. You would slowly move from one notch to the next until the pointer goes down past the zero mark. You would then move the sliding mass back one notch and start moving the gram mass until you reach the zero mark with the pointer. In this case, you would then add the masses of the two arms. With this object, you find its mass is 38.3 grams. If the object has a mass greater than 100 grams, you would then start with the middle mass and arm. Once again, you would move from notch to notch on the arm until the pointer is below the zero mark. You would then move it back one notch. You would then move the top mass until the arrow is in the same position. You would move this mass back one notch also. You would then move the 1 gram mass until the zero mark is reached. You would then add all three masses together. In this case, the mass is 356.8 grams. When you have finished with your balance, make sure to move all the sliding masses back to the starting points. Make sure the balance is zeroed. To transport a balance, make sure you use two hands. That's what you do when you get your hands on a triple beam balance.